Stay tuned as we take a look at this Silver Samurai from the brand new X-Men Vintage Wave. Pow and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Today we are continuing looking at this X-Men Vintage Wave of figures in this old school style packaging with these updated 6-inch figures. And today we're looking at Silver Samurai, and the reason he has a purple card back compared to the others is because he's a bad guy. He is a villain. In the old school figures from way back in the day that these card backs are influenced from, the villains always had purple packaging for some reason, so they are continuing that with this. And I do like the artwork and stuff. Marvel 80 years as the celebration continues. On the back we get another little write-up, and then of course all of the other figures in this wave, but no Build-A-Figure piece or anything like that. What you see is what you get. And what I see is quite a lot of new pieces by the looks of it, but I could be wrong. Silver Samurai, he comes with his 2 swords, and yeah, he's looking nice. So without further ado, let's get him open. Pow! And here we have Silver Samurai out of packaging, and I may have saved the best till last. Not only is this a great looking figure, and it seems like quite a lot of new parts, it's the only unique character in this X-Men Vintage Wave lineup. All the other figures, we have had different versions of those characters, but I don't think Hasbro have given us a Silver Samurai yet. I could be wrong. If I am, I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments below, but I really don't think they have. And as I said, there seems to be a lot of new pieces on this figure, which makes it a little bit unique and definitely worth your purchase and opening up from this Vintage Wave. So we see a lot of different tones of silver, as he is infamous for wearing his Silver Samurai armor. And he comes with 2 swords, which I've got him holding straight away. 2 sword holding hands, not a problem. So yeah, this guy's looking great, and it seems like there's a lot of articulation here as well, as there should be, since he is a ninja after all. Well, he's not just a ninja, he's a samurai, one of the best samurais. He's an assassin, he's a mercenary, and yeah, you're going to be able to get this guy in some great poses with your ninjas on the shelf. When are Hasbro going to give us some hand ninjas? Come on, Hasbro, that's an easy 2-pack right there. But yes, let's zoom in, check out these details, and see what we've got. So here we have a close-up of Silver Samurai, and you can see his eyes are actually whited out with a black outline underneath that mask. His sort of horns there seem to be nice and centered, and there is some obviously sculpted detail with this armor all the way around with these little rivets and these little bolts or joints, whatever they are. And you can even see some tassels there on the back as well that are in a white paint. It's connected to all this armor, and you can see all these sculpted detail to sort of show how the armor is all connected together, which is nice. The rubbery skirt piece is a different shade of silver compared to his armor. This is a bit more chromy. It would have been good for this to match, but it's fine. I understand it's a different material, so it's hard to get the colors to match. And then it's like a grayish sort of tone back down to the silver chromy sort of gloves or gauntlets. And then he comes with 2 swords, which he holds very easily. And these are decent looking swords. If I show you these real quick. So yeah, black handle, nice sculpting, and then they're more of a grey than they are a silver. But again, you can easily chrome them up with a pen or something like that. On the front, he gets this little symbol, and he does have articulation on the waist, and he has a diaphragm joint as well. So there's some great range of motion for such a big character. But you do have to sort of get it to line up for display, and it will line up pretty well. Again, if you're leaning back, you'll see it stops there, but it still works. But yeah, that's decent enough. So we get that red armor there on the front, and everything matches up nicely. Even all these ties are painted white to look like rope, which is a nice touch. So fair play to Hasbro. You can see on his belt here, he has this harness piece, and this is for holstering both of his knives. I say knives, I mean swords. So let's try that, shall we? In they go, nice and simple. Look at that, so easy. Let's take out the next one. So there's the next holster. Put the sword in it goes. Easy peasy. So there you go, he's holstered both his weapons, so you don't have to have him holding his swords on display. They do stick out a little bit, but he is a samurai after all. We'll let him off. As I said, for such a big figure, great range of motion, decent double jointed there on the elbow, double jointed knees as I already showed. The skirt piece is sort of separated into, is it 4 pieces? Yeah, 4, front, back, and 2 sides. And again, the details of the sculpting is all the way down on both of them. Underneath there, it's just the grey, the same from the arms. And then down, he's got like these shin guards with some sculpted detail, and then back for grey for the feet. So yeah, overall, very, very nice. They have not skimped on this figure in regards to sculpt or paint, and it definitely represents the character we're meant to be seeing here. So yeah, Hasbro, bravo, I'm impressed. It's nice to get a villain in this line. It's nice to get a new character in this line. And yeah, Silver Samurai, get him with some hand ninjas and whatnot. He's going to look great. Now, as he is a new character in figure form, I am going to throw in a quick Who Is He segment, but let me just apologise because there's no way I can pronounce this guy's name without me sounding like an idiot. He's a Japanese guy. There's 2 versions of Silver Samurai, the original one, and then his son took over the mantle. And yeah, I just can't pronounce the name. You can Google it, you can Wikipedia it for yourself, but I can't pronounce it. So he shall forever be known as the Silver Samurai as we get into a segment that we ask the question, Silver Samurai, who is he? This is the part of the video where we ask the question, who is he? And I try and give you a little bit of information about the character this figure is inspired by. So, Silver Samurai, who is he? He is a Japanese mutant with the ability to charge his katana swords. He also wears a shiny silver samurai-style armour. His first appearance was Daredevil 111 in July of 1974. A skilled samurai, he is mainly a villain who is a hired bodyguard for terrorists and is known for battling Wolverine. He is heavily involved in the Japanese criminal underworld. So there you go, I hope that helps. Again, I do not claim to be an expert, but it is nice to have a little bit of information about the character these figures are inspired by, and I do apologise, that was very brief, something I'm sure you could have figured out for yourself, but I'm trying to whiz through these because I'm getting very busy. But let's get into some comparisons. And I wanted to, again, show off these articulated icon ninjas. Now, this is not a plug by any means. I know they're not Marvel Legends. These cost a bomb to get here in the UK. But they're so good and they fit in scale with Marvel Legends. And until Hasbro give us some hand ninjas, this is definitely the next best thing. And probably will be better than whatever Hasbro give us now that we're getting these in all different colours. Now, so if you've got the red articulated icon ninjas, these will work much better for Silver Samurai. But they are still nice for some goons in the background, for some ACBA or whatnot. Or if even just display yourself, that looks pretty cool. I know you can't see them very well in the black background, but they're ninjas, they hide in the shadows, so maybe that's even better. But yes, Silver Samurai does tower above them both anyway, as he will, I'm sure, against any other Marvel Legends. So let's bring in a couple of Wolverines. Let's bring in the Wolverine that we've got in this vintage wave so far. This is the very Wolverine outfit that he battles Silver Samurai, and Silver Samurai tries to get the black blade from Wolverine. So this is definitely a matchup you can have for ACBA. But because obviously this Wolverine's wearing all black and he's probably just a floating arm and head, let's bring in my favourite Wolverine. And this is obviously the Tiger Stripe Wolverine. Just for height comparison, you can see that the Silver Samurai does tower above them both, looking really good. Now let's bring in some other Marvel Legends that will actually stand out on this white background. So here we have Cyclops from this very same wave as well, the X-Factor Cyclops. And as you can see, he's your standard 6-inch Marvel Legend in the Bucky Cat mold. And you can see that Silver Samurai there does stand taller than him, and he is a big, thicker body than him. And here we have Rogue as well, who stands out nice on the white background. And you can see even she is smaller than the Silver Samurai. Will she stand up on her own? Her head is makes her topple over, you know. That's why you definitely need to get this Storm on a flight stand. She's not going to last. But yeah, these are all looking, told you she wouldn't last. These are all looking very good. Let's replace her with another figure in this wave. And that is Iceman. And again, I've reviewed all of these figures that I'm showing now, so make sure you go and check out the videos tab and check out my full reviews with Who Is He segments and whatnot of all of these figures in this wave. But yes, I'm going to end it there, people. Let me know what you think of this Silver Samurai in the comments below. For me, it was a pleasant surprise. Not a character I was so desperate to get, but now I've got him in hand. As usual, it's better in hand. It's a nice figure, unique character for the display as well, so I'm happy with that. And yeah, looking good. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Check out the videos tab for tons of videos. But if you like what you see, most importantly, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. And as always, my name is Dan W, and I shall see you on the next one.